Welcome to Survey Matters with Duncan-Parnell. My name is Mark White and I'm the training manager at DP. Today I want to talk to you guys about Trimble Access Connected Workflows. But first, please make sure you like and subscribe. So what is the Trimble Access Connected Workflow? Well, Trimble Connect is Trimble's cloud service, and when you pair that with Trimble Access, it allows you to send data from the office to the field, and then also from the field to the office. So what do you need to get started? Okay, first you need a Trimble Connect business license. So any Trimble Access perpetual software, perpetual means you buy it, it comes with the data collector, under warranty, has a license. Also, any Trimble Access subscription comes with a license as well. Now, in order to use the connected workflow, you need to have your Trimble Access under warranty. So it needs to stay under warranty each year to use Trimble Connect. Now, if you have a data collector that's under warranty and you want to get Trimble Connect set up so you can use the connected workflow with Trimble Access, you just need to talk to your Trimble distributor, okay? And what you're going to need to give them is the serial number of the data collector that's under warranty and the name and the email address of the person who's going to administer the account, okay? That email address is going to be like the master login, and they can issue the licenses to other people in the firm, all right? So how can you use these licenses? If you don't have a license, you can still use Trimble Connect. So what you can do then is, as a field guy, you can work without a Trimble Connect business licenses. You just can't create projects from the field. You can still download data from the office, upload data to the office, but without a Connect business license, the field guy won't be able to create projects on the data collector. Not a huge deal, but if you want that, you can talk to your Trimble distributor, get another license. You can buy them by the month, by the year, and that way your field guy can create projects in the field as well. Now, the office guy is going to want to have a license. That way he can create projects and he can invite people to the team to be a part of that, like the field guys, right? So with a Trimble Business Connect license, you can create unlimited projects. So if the office guy has a license, he can create the projects, upload the data. Field guy can work in the field. He can upload and download without a license. So he can download the data, do his work, upload it back to the office, and the office guy can get it. So when your Trimble distributor sets you up with Trimble Connect, you're going to receive an email that looks like this, and you can click on the license manager link in the email, and that's going to take you to the Trimble license manager. And it's going to show how many licenses you have available. Here I have 3 Connect business licenses, so that means I have 3 data collectors that are under warranty. If you only see 1 license, it means you have 1 data collector that's under warranty. 10 data collectors under warranty, you'll get 10 licenses, okay? And as administrator, I'm automatically assigned to a license, but I can go over here to the left and I can click on users and I can add new users up here at the top. I got a place to create new users, and then I can assign those users different licenses. And the admin doesn't have to have one of those licenses, okay? So you could click on that license that's automatically assigned to you as the admin, remove yourself, and add somebody else in. Remember though, these are the people with the licenses are the ones that can create projects on the cloud. And so normally this is going to go to the office guy, but if you do have a field guy that you want to be able to create projects on his data collector, then you could assign him a license here. But once your licenses are assigned, you're ready to start using Trimble Connect. And we're going to look at 2 ways of using Trimble Connect. We're going to look at Trimble Connect Web, and then we're also going to look at how to do remote saves through Trimble Business Center before we look at using Access in the field. So the first way we can add data in the office is through web.connect.trimble.com. So you can just put that in your web browser, favorite that page because you're going to use it a lot if you're using Trimble Connect. And here is where you see all your projects. So up here, I've got all my different projects that are on Trimble Connect there. To create a new one, I'll click new and give it a name. I'm just going to call this Access Workflow, if I could spell. Access workflow. Typing is one of my strengths. And then just make sure you choose the project ownership that is your business account, okay? If it says free account, you want to make sure you don't use that one. And then also just choose the server location that's closest to you. So your business account, because that'll give you unlimited projects there, and the closest server will hit submit, and this is going to automatically set up a project on the cloud. First place it's going to take you is to the model screen here that'll show you, models or data that's in 3D. Since this is brand new, what we want to do is go to the folder at the top, click it, and say open the file explorer essentially, and I'm going to open it in a new tab so I can go back and forth if I need to. Okay, you can just open this up. But the first thing I want to do is go down to my settings and get my units set up. I work here in the United States in a survey foot state, so I want to make sure I set my units over to survey feet. And then the other thing I want to do, since I'm using Trimble Access, is turn on this field data extension. You see down here that it helps search, find, view, and download field package data that was captured using Trimble Access. So we want to make sure we turn that on as well. So I've got my unit set. I got a project created, got my unit set, went to extensions, and turned on field data. Now, the next thing I want to do is go to team, and that's where I'm going to invite other people like my field crew to be able to be a part of this project. So I'll go to team, and up here you'll see I'm already in there, right? Because I'm the admin, I created the project. But if I wanted to invite my field crew, I can just click this invite people and type in their email address, and I've got this DPI Crew 1 Gmail that is my crew name there. So I'll put in their email address, and I just have to decide whether they're a user or an admin. Okay, most of the time the field guys are going to be users. Admins have a full run of Trimble Connect, so they can delete data and projects and things like that. So I'm going to assign my field guys as address. I could add other people as necessary and go ahead and invite them. Now, an email is going to get sent to that email address telling them they've been invited to a project, all right? So once that's done, the next step is I can go up to my data tab and data explorer, and I could add files that I want to use out in the field, or I want to send out to my field crews. This could be point files, background maps, any kind of data that you want to send out to your field crew there. You'll see up here at the top, I have an add button. So I can add that, and I can create a new folder, or I can just, and put data there, or I can just upload files and they'll be part of this project that I called Access Workflow. So they'll be in the Access Workflow folder. So either way you want to do it there. So I'm going to go ahead and hit upload files, and then you can just drag and drop files, or you can browse for files, okay? So I'm going to upload a CSV file to use out in the field. So I'm just going to hit the browse button, browse that CSV file, and upload it to Connect. Okay, so here's my control points for a site calibration that I want to upload. So I'm just going to choose those, click open, and now they're being uploaded and they are there on the cloud. Okay, so I've added data to the file. Again, I could do like an RXL for a roadway file. I could do DWG, DXF, shapefile, anything I wanted to load as a background map, or other point files as well. I can just upload them to the Data Explorer, and then they'll be available for download in the field. So that's how you could send data to the field using web.connect.trimble.com. Now let's take a look at how to do a remote save in TBC if we're creating data in TBC to send to the field. Okay, another way to get data out to Trimble Connect for Trimble Access is through Trimble Business Center. So here I've just got a little boundary that fits around those site calibration points that I want to send out to the data collector. So I will just select everything in the view, go to the Home tab and export, and I'll export it out as a DWG. So I'll go to the CAD tab, choose DWG, give it a name real quick of boundary, and I'll leave all that the same. But you'll see down here at the bottom, you have a remote save option. So I'll click on remote save. When I do that, it's going to pull up the project list there. And if I needed to, I could make a new project, but I already have the Access workflow there, and there's the points that are already in there. So I'm just going to say save this, and it's going to go ahead and export a DWG straight to the cloud, so it will be available for Trimble Access as well. So you can add data through web.connect.trimble.com, or you can use the remote save feature under export inside Trimble Business Center. So now let's take a look at Trimble Access and see what the field guys would see for downloading data into Trimble Access. So I have Trimble Access open here, and when you first open up Trimble Access, it's going to come to the projects page. And so you'll see up here at the top, the little icon of a person is yellow. That means I have logged in with my Trimble ID. And I logged in with that DPI Crew 1, which doesn't have a license, but it will still let me send data back and forth, right? I just can't create new projects on the data collector. So I logged in with that. So once the guy's yellow, you're logged in. So let's take a look at a few of the settings that you can set up in Access. If I click on the cloud with the gear there for the settings, you can choose whether or not you want to upload linked files. So if you have something you downloaded like a DWG or a CSV, you can choose whether or not you want to upload that back. Most of the time you probably wouldn't, so that doesn't come checked automatically. But you can also set to automatically upload the current project. This is great because this can keep you from losing data in the field, right? You can set it for a certain time period. You can check the box for whenever you close a job, whenever you sign in, or whenever you end a survey. So if you end a setup or you turn your GPS off, it'll automatically send the data back as well. Now you can sync automatic or sync manually as well, but this will do it automatically, so your data is constantly getting backed up to the cloud. Like I said, great because it'll keep you from losing stuff in the field possibly. You can also automatically download updates. So if something gets added to the project folder on the cloud, it will automatically send it to the data collector, or you can do that manually as well. And then you can allow it to use your mobile data, or if you don't want to do that, you can uncheck that box and you can actually restrict it to only connect to certain available networks as well. Okay, so I'm going to leave my automatically upload set. I'm going to leave my automatically download set as well, and I'll just accept that. So here you'll see projects that are already on the data collector are going to, show up dark black, and this one has been synced with the cloud. It's got a cloud symbol and a check mark. This one does not exist on the cloud. That 123 project is just on the data collector. There's no cloud symbol there. But here's my Access workflow project that I created in the office, right? So I can click on it and I can choose to download that project there. And there's those two files we put in. Remember, we put in the CSV file on web.connect.trimble.com, and then we did the boundary DWG straight out of TBC, right? So if I want to include those and download those, I can check both of those, accept that, and then tell it I want to download, and it'll automatically download. So now I just need to create a job file. So I'll go to new. I'm going to call it Access Workflow. I'm telling you, man, typing is my talent. And then I'm going to set it to US survey feet because that's what I was using. And this is actually going to be in North Carolina State Plains. So I'll select from library, go up to North Carolina. My project height is around 400 there. And you can check out some of our other videos on how to set up project files or job files if you need to. Just doing this real quick. Enter, store that. And so now I've got a job created. I can accept it. And then if I go to my layer manager, I can hit add over at the side, and under Trimble Connect, you'll see there's my files, right? So I can escape here for map files, point files. Under Trimble Connect, it'll be there as well. Plus, it's already showing up in my layer manager because I did download it, but you can use that add button and actually browse to your Trimble Connect folder through the layer manager as well. So I will click the points to turn them on, go to the map and check the map there, check it twice to make it selectable. And now I've got my calibration points, plus I've got the the boundary information in there to use as well. Now, one other thing that I'll do is make a change in the job. I'll just key in a point, just add a point to the job so that there's a change made so that I can upload it. Because if it hadn't changed, it's not going to want to upload to Trimble Connect. But Trimble Connect sees the changes that are made in the job file. And if a change is made, like you went out and you surveyed data, you can then upload it to the office. So I'm just going to tap and hold here and tell it I want to key in a point. And I'm going to go point number 100, just type in elevation of 400 there, enter, store. So all I did was add a point there, and obviously you're going to go out and survey information and send it back, but I added a point so a change was made in the job. Okay, so now if I go to the menu at the top, go to my job there. If I'm finished with my job, I can tell it that the field work's complete and upload it, or if I just want to go ahead and upload it, I can click on the three dots at the top right, tell it to upload, and it will go ahead and upload the job to the cloud. Now, remember, if I had it set to where when I finished a survey setup or something like that, would automatically update, or every now and then it would automatically update, or closing and that sort of thing, it would automatically update. But if I just want to manually update, that's how I do it. Open the job, go to the button, three dots at the top right, and choose to upload. So now I've downloaded data, I did my survey work, and I uploaded it back to the office. Let's take a look back at Trimble Business Center and web.connect.trimble.com back in the office and see how that data comes through there. Okay, so back in web.connect.trimble.com, back on the cloud, if I go to the field data tab over on the left-hand side in the file explorer there, it will show any jobs that have been updated. So all my field data there. So I just, check to show access workflow. That was the name of my job. You'll see the couple of points that I keyed in show up on the map there so I can visualize the data, make sure it's in the right place. That's right there at our office. You can see the coordinate system, the units, any other things that were used there. And then I can also hit the download button here and I can download that job file, that JXL file to my computer as well. Okay, so super easy to open up the web browser, go to Web Connect, go to field data, visualize the data, check all the settings, download your job, and then you're ready to process it. So now let's take a look at how easy it is to download it directly from the cloud into Trimble Business Center. All right, so I'm in the office in Trimble Business Center, and I just opened a blank project here. And what I can do to get that job off of Trimble Connect and bring it straight into TBC, if I open TBC, go to the Home tab, there's a connected workspace up at the top left. I'll click it, and there's a list of all my projects. So I'm looking at Trimble Connect right now. I'll click on the Access Workflow, and you'll see how it has an option for jobs and files. So under Files, I've got my boundary and my site calibration if I wanted to bring those in, because those are the files that are in the project. But the job that I uploaded from the field is this Trimble Access Workflow there. So I can just check it and tell it I want to import that file, and it'll download it and bring it straight into TBC for me. All right, so I'll just close out my Access Workflow there. And there's those 3 points that I keyed in. I keyed in a couple other ones off camera just to have a little more data, but it brought in that. So it would bring in your survey data if you've been doing RTK or robot work or something like that, and now you're ready to process your data. So very simple to bring it into TBC as well. So hey, thanks for checking out this video on Trimble Access Workflows. I hope it'll help you out. If you're not using Trimble Connect workflows for access, you really should start. It makes it super easy to get your data from the field or from the office to the field and from the field back to the office there. So I showed you guys, how to get your account set up with your Trimble distributor. I showed you how to create projects on the web, create projects through TBC, upload data through the web, upload data through TBC, download it into Access, configure Access for your different data download and upload settings, create and then send some data back up to the cloud, and get it to your computer through the web or get it into TBC very easily to process your data. So, hey, thanks for checking out Survey Matters. I'll see you on the next one.